you want to know how to outsmart your limiting beliefs? Well, first, let's define what limiting beliefs are for those of you who do not know. Limiting beliefs are your negative thoughts, that negative self-talk, or anything that contradicts the very thing that is your truth. So when it comes to manifesting, if you have a truth that you are rich, then your limiting belief will be the contradictory thing saying, no, you're not, you're broke. Actually, you were behind on your rent not too long ago, so how could you be rich? They are the things that pop up into your head that you don't really want there. And the reason that you think that is preventing you from getting the very thing that you're manifesting is because you're giving it energy by paying attention to it. So to outsmart your limiting beliefs is to simply ignore it. So when it comes to mindfulness, the entire point of it is presence. It's being right here in the present, the right now. And when you're present, there is no past and there is no future. There is just now. And that looks like paying attention to what you hear in this very moment, paying attention to your breath, paying attention to what you actually feel on your body or what you're tasting, or the things that you see. And it's focusing on the present. And when you're present, you have no room to have these negative thoughts. So think about it this way. When you are manifesting, let's say you're doing the manifestation technique of robotic affirmation. You're constantly saying like, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich. And then a thought pops up in your head like, no, you're not. So when that thought pops up, a lot of us will go, oh my God, like I'm not rich, because I couldn't even pay my bill, or I don't have that much money in my bank account and it's running really low and I don't really know when I'm going to get paid again to pay off X, Y, and Z. And you spiral into that thought. I spoke about this in one of my recent videos. I think it was Give Me 13 Minutes and I Will Have You Laughing at Your Fears. I'm going to have that up in the iCard so you can check that out. But in that video, I talked about how where your intention goes, energy flows. And a lot of the times we think that our thoughts are us and it's our truth. And the fact that they pop up in our head, then it has to be something that we believe and ponder on. But your thoughts are nothing more than a radio station that you don't really have control over. They pop up at the most random times, but you have the control over what you accept as truth and what you give your attention to. So instead of allowing that negative thought of no, you're not rich, pop up and you to ponder upon the fact that you're not rich, you let it come and you let it go. It's not the actual thought that is preventing you and neutralizing your manifestation. It's the fact that you give it attention. It's the fact that you give it your energy to allow it to be your truth, to contradict the thing that you want to actually be your truth. If you say that you are rich, then a random thought that no, you're poor popping up should not affect you. It should not faze you because it is not your truth. So you don't even allow it to get you in a loop of thinking that you are not the very thing that you just said you were. Take this cup, for example. This cup is red, right? This is a red cup. I know this is a red cup. You know this is a red cup. Now imagine in your head, this is actually a green cup. Are you going to believe that? Are you going to give it energy? Are you going to start pondering now in your head like, oh my God, what if it actually is a green cup? What if it never was a red cup to begin with? What if it never could be a red cup? No, this is a red cup, period. So if a thought arises, it's actually a blue cup. Are you going to let it just come and go because you know for a fact that this is a red cup? Because that's what I would do. If I know something is a fact, then any other thought that pops in my mind that contradicts my fact doesn't get attention. It's irrelevant. Point blank, period. To summarize all of this up, to outsmart your limiting beliefs is to simply not give it the attention that it wants you to give, because you're neutralizing your manifestations by allowing this thought to fester up. And it's okay if it happens and you spiral into thought, because it's all a part of re-remembering and realizing like, no, this is not my truth, and going back to your original truth of knowing that whatever you claim to be, you are. And you do this continuously until you know your power and you know that this is the only attention that you are going to give. This is the only thing that you're going to focus on. You have to have tunnel vision when it comes to your truth and who you choose to be. All of your manifestations have tunnel vision. So any other thought that pops up, it comes and it goes. It doesn't sit and allow you to pour energy into to contradict the very thing that you claim that you are. This video was really quick, but I really hope that I explained that well and it helped you guys on your journey of manifesting or spell work, because spell work also is all about intent. And if you are casting a spell and then the very next moment you're saying, what if it didn't work? You're contradicting yourself and you're feeding it that energy. So you're going to do the same thing for all of that, whether you're practicing magic or you're into manifestation. Whatever arises in you that is contradictory to the very thing that you claim as truth, let it come and let it go. It's irrelevant. It's not your truth and it's not even you. It is just something that pops up and goes. And the only reason that you make it a reality or stunt your actual manifestation is because you're feeding it energy. So you're constantly flipping back and forth between two different truths. So it doesn't know where to go. Your reality can't dissolve into the truth because you're constantly going back and forth thinking of two different things as truth. Know who you are, know you have the power, and know that your truth is your truth. So any other thought that pops in your head, let it come and let it go. It doesn't matter if it pops up. It's not about arguing in your head because, we're sane, right? We're not crazy. We're not going to sit and be like, you can't say that. I am rich in my head. No, we're not going to do that because we're not even going to give it energy. Even arguing with yourself is giving it energy still. So be judgment free when it pops up. Let it come and let it go and go back to your truth. As soon as it pops up and it goes, you continue on your tunnel vision of knowing I am rich, I am rich, I am rich, or whatever your affirmation or spell work is. You go back to that truth and you don't allow that to fester. You don't give that energy. Just like when it comes to people and situations where they are negative to you, by giving it energy, you're allowing them to take your energy from you. Simply ignoring the things that have nothing to do with your truth is the key to manifesting, and it is the only way to outsmart your limiting beliefs. I hope this video helped you guys. My name is Elle. For those of you who are new, I am a spiritual creative. This is my spiritual channel. I also have a creative channel and a Patreon where I dive deeper on both. You can check that out down in the description box. Make sure you give this video a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.